Liverpool, a small industrial town in the eastern United States, had always lived in the shadow of larger cities. Its streets were quiet after dark, its neighborhoods predictable, and its crimes usually minor. Old brick warehouses lined the river, many of them abandoned since the factories shut down years earlier. The port still operated, but only barely, handling routine shipments that rarely drew attention. For decades, nothing truly dangerous had taken root there. That sense of safety began to erode in late autumn, though no one could say exactly when it started. The first signs were easy to miss. Long after midnight, residents living near the river reported the distant sound of engines, not the usual cargo ships, but heavy trucks. They arrived in convoys without headlights, moving slowly along back roads that bypassed the main checkpoints. By the time morning came, the trucks were gone. No one saw where they unloaded. No paperwork appeared in port records. Security guards who worked night shifts claimed they had noticed nothing unusual, though some later admitted they had been instructed to remain inside their offices during certain hours. Soon, unfamiliar men began appearing across town. They rented apartments using cash, never staying long in one place. They dressed plainly, blending into crowds, yet there was something unmistakable about them. The way they scanned their surroundings, the way they moved together without speaking, the way they seemed alert even while standing still. Shop owners noticed they bought only essentials and never lingered. Taxi drivers recalled short trips paid in exact cash with no small talk. Within weeks, their presence felt normal, even though no one knew who they were or why they had come. At the same time, Liverpool's small criminal world began to shift. Street dealers who had operated openly for years disappeared from their usual corners. Some were arrested on unrelated charges. Others left town abruptly, abandoning apartments and belongings. A few turned up in hospitals with severe injuries, but refused to explain what had happened. Police suspected internal disputes, yet the violence did not spread. Instead, it seemed targeted, precise, almost controlled. One night, a local fisherman reported seeing activity at an abandoned dock that had been closed for over a decade. Floodlights illuminated the area for a short time, revealing silhouettes unloading large containers from the vessel with no identifying marks. By the time authorities arrived hours later, the dock was empty again. No ship remained, no cargo, no footprints except the fisherman's own. Official reports listed the sighting as unverified. Rumors began circulating quietly. Some said a foreign syndicate had chosen Liverpool because it was overlooked and poorly guarded. Others claimed the newcomers were former soldiers building a private operation. A few whispered that they were connected to powerful organizations overseas, groups known for taking control of cities without announcing themselves. The most persistent rumor involved a symbol, a double-headed eagle seen tattooed on one man's neck before he quickly covered it. People started calling them the Eagles, though no one knew if the name was real. By early winter, the town felt different. Streets emptied earlier in the evening. Residents avoided the riverfront after dark. Police patrols increased, yet officers admitted privately that they had no clear target, nothing solid to investigate. The newcomers did not break obvious laws, did not start public fights, did not attract attention. They simply settled in, spreading quietly through the city like a shadow at dusk. Liverpool had not witnessed violence yet, not openly, but a heavy, invisible pressure hung over the town, as if something large had landed in silence and was waiting for the right moment to move. The people who sensed it most strongly could not explain why, only that the calm no longer felt natural. It felt like the pause before a storm, when the air becomes still and even ordinary sounds seem distant. No one knew how dangerous that silence would soon become.